Today, I'm going on a real mission with the Israeli police force, a special mission that is happening right now.
The elite unit I'm joining today is called Yasam, which is part of the Israeli police. They specialize in handling high-risk situations. They trained in advanced counterterrorism, riot control, and tactical operations. We are entering a very hostile Palestinian village. This is why police can only go in there with military escort and in fully armored vehicles. This village is very close to Ramallah. It's called Al-Mu'ayyer. It is known for its hostility. Several terrorists came out of this village, and occasionally rioters are coming out of the village to throw stones at Israeli cars who are driving on the road near the village.
מה בעצם אתם עושים כאן?
המשימה שלנו בגדול היא להראות נוכחות בולטות וגם לתת מענה לאלה שפורעים את החוק, וזו המשימה שלנו, להכניס את כל הנושא הזה של זריקות האבנים צעד אחד לתוך הכפר מאשר לקבל אותו בחוץ.
For my own safety and due to the high level of hostility, I was instructed to stay close to the task force commander at all times. This village is located in Area B, which is under the civil control of the Palestinian Authority, but security is jointly managed with Israel. For those of you who are not familiar with Judea and Samaria, it is located in the heartland of Israel. It takes about 21% of Israel's territory, and about 500,000 Israelis live there.
So we right now got out in this Palestinian village. You can see behind me the special police forces. They're making arrests against stone throwers and other terrorists that endanger the safety of civilians that live here. The whole point of them being here and the whole point of the forces here is to prevent another October 7th from occurring in the heartland of Israel, in Judea and Samaria. And a lot of people may ask, why are forces here in the heart of a Palestinian village? So we are here with Din, the international spokesperson of the Israeli police, and I just wanted to ask you, why is the Israeli police operating here in a Palestinian village?
I'll tell you, you might see it as us operating in a Palestinian village, but I see it as us operating in another city, just like we would Tel Aviv, just like we would Jerusalem. We're the police force, and we need to ensure security and public safety and order. A lot of times on the main roads right outside of this neighborhood, there's rock-throwing bricks, really, that can endanger the lives of civilians who are driving on the road. There's Molotov cocktails being thrown at these civilians. And our main job is not to look for innocent people or to stop regular people. Our job is to stop people who are throwing these rocks, who are endangering civilians, and bring them to justice. Right now, especially after October 7th, prevent October 7th style infiltrations into neighborhoods, to counter terrorism, not just reactively, but also proactively beforehand.
These special police forces, their job is to make sure that civilians are safe. The child that is going to the kindergarten, that the mother that is taking their children to the school will be safe, and stones will not be thrown at them. They always being portrayed as the aggressors, but the reality on the ground is that they keep Israel safe. These are the heroes that you don't hear about a lot in the media, in the news, and you can see that these missions are actually taking place nearly on a daily basis, and they're taking us with this armored vehicle. It's bulletproof, it's stones proof, of course. This is the reality on the ground, that you have to have these missions here, basically, to keep people safe. So what you can just see is that they made an arrest on a rider that was endangering the forces, throwing rocks at them. Today he's throwing rocks at the forces, tomorrow he's going to throw rocks at a civilian. And that's something that they're here to prevent, to make sure that civilians are safe. So we have Palestinian riders throwing rocks at us right now. So it's crazy. A lot of people are saying that Palestinians live in poverty, apartheid, occupation. We just passed by a mansion that every Israeli would dream to have. So this is actually quite remarkable to come here and to show you guys firsthand what is going on in the Palestinian cities. So the reason that these special forces are entering villages and making arrests is because they are the living bulletproof vest of Israeli civilians, families, children. Because if you were living in such conditions, you would want an army and forces like these forces behind me to make sure that you are safe.
If we have intelligence that somebody maybe in one of these houses have a weapon or assisted somebody in getting a weapon and getting over the crossing into areas like Tel Aviv or central Israel, we're going to stop them. We're going to bring them to justice because we have a duty to all of our civilians. And notice, I didn't differentiate between Muslims or Jews.
A lot of people around the world aren't aware that actually over 20% of the population in Israel, they're Arab, with the majority of them being Muslims. So I think that it's really important hearing this from you, that the Israeli police is making sure that all of Israel's citizens are safe.
Guys with you today, we had Muslims with us, Muslim police officers. Just because we wear a Israel police uniform doesn't mean that we're Jewish, and it doesn't mean that we're just protecting Jews. We're here for everybody to ensure safety for all of them.
מרחב שומרון ויס"מ שומרון עומדים פה כמו חומה בצורה כדי לתת ביטחון ושלווה לכל תושבי מדינת ישראל בפרט ובמיוחד לתושבי שומרון. אנחנו לא נישן, לא ימם ולא לילה כדי לתת מענה לכל הפורעים שעוברים על החוק.
So there you guys have it. This is just another day with the forces that are really the guardians of Israel, who are protecting Israel day and night. And it was just an honor to participate and to join them and see what they're doing. Let us all pray for Israel's safety, praying for the success of our troops and that they can all come back home to their families and to be safe and sound. Because at the end of the day, this is not a war against a people, but a war on radicalism, extremism, and terrorism. And like I said, no country would ever tolerate anything like that. So reporting to you from the heartland of Israel, Judea and Samaria. This is not occupied land. The Jews have been here for far long and thousands of years. So there is no such thing as occupation.